Hello, DJ Sammy for a quick video. I bought these assortment cables, $3.99. The reason why I bought them is because when you're a DJ you need XLR cables, and I see some XLRs, I see some RCAs, I see some power leads. I haven't opened this yet. This is like brand new. I paid $3.99 for it. I think it's worth it because whatever you're gonna get in here, it's worth whatever it is. The DMX cables are at least worth like what, $2.99 each. Brand new, of course. So let's tear this apart. They get given a lot of stuff, so I tend to buy assortments of things. And I decided, why not buy this bag? Because I may need some cables in here that I don't have. So let's pull one out of the bag. Let's get this out of here. So that is a phono cable. So that'll go from either the amplifier to a record player, but it's mostly a record player one, but they can also be used for a CD player as well, or a VCR, etc. So that's quite handy. I'll put it in the wire bag. And secondly, we've got this speaker wire. That's quite handy for if you want to wire some speakers to an amplifier. Now this is interesting. Now this is interesting. I like this. So it's an XLR, and it's a what? NCFXX. Lil's quite good, but it's an XLR that goes from a jack, which I've never seen that before. Interestingly enough, so that's good. That'll definitely come in handy for something. I don't know what. And then here, I see another XLR. Oh, what's this one here? So that is an American plug. That's not going to be any use because, yeah, we don't have any American items that use that type of thing, so that's no use. No, this was used. This is what I saw as well. Now, if anyone knows, this is actually this is an old cable, and this is for a Game Boy. I believe it's a Game Boy, so that you can hook up the two Game Boys when you're playing Pokemon Go, and you can trade Pokeballs or whatever I think it was at the time, if I right remember. I used to have one of these, but I never really got to use it for what it was used for. Ooh, now that's tiny. I like that. Look at that. That's really tiny. What would this be used for, I wonder? Quite cool though, because, handy to have short cables at times. Definitely going to use that at some point. Don't know what for. And here is another interesting cable. So this is I think, wow, this is a really interesting one as well. So it's not going to fit in the laptop, but it's some sort of, I believe it's some sort of cable that will go either through like a camera or a video player that will do full HD. So that's like, full HD wires, I believe. Now this is quite a big wire. This is what I'm interested in. A lot of these tend to break, so I'm not banking on this working. But this is a microphone cable. Now, a lot of people, this might work actually, but a lot of people get used to get the microphone to jack, and I'm thinking, no, jack's not a good idea. You want XLR to XLR. That is really handy. What make is that? It is a low noise professional, so it's just going to be a cheap one, but it's actually quite a decent length. It's probably about 2 meters long, 3 meters long. That's really handy for me because I'm always needing cables when I'm doing DJing, where I've got expensive £20 cables, which I'm not trying to rub it in, but I do use high quality cables. Now this is good. This is a USB to one of these. So what this is used for is you plug those into the computer, and you plug that into a hard drive, and that will give it double the power in a power hard drive. I have a hard drive actually that I'll use this for. which is in a container somewhere, so that's quite handy. It still goes on. This is quite an old one actually, because these type ones are old. It's an old sort of version, and you can sort of tell it's old because it only has like one sort of like thing on it. So that is a jack to jack. That's a 3/4 inch jack, I believe. Handy for connecting phone to a speaker, or like a cheap speaker. Okay, we've got another American plug here, but this has got the magnet thing in there that just stops something. I can't remember what it was used for, but that's not no use to me at all. Now this is where I saw, this has interested me as well. That's why I saw this in here and I was like, ooh, wow, this is actually decent quality. Oh, that is quality. Wow, that's good. That is XLR quality, and I'm going to use that. I think there's a little white wire on it, and I don't know whether it is. I can't tell whether it's a DMX or whether it's a speaker wire, but it can be used for whatever, because you can use them, but it's just not recommended to use them for. There's a little number on there actually, but it's really good quality. I can feel the quality in that. It's absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to use that because I've got some lights that I can connect that up to, so it's really handy. That would at least cost me at least 7-8 quid, if not more, for that cable. And then last but not least, this is a USB to USB. Now that's used for, again, what's that used for again? It's been a while since I've used one. Yeah, this is used for to connect one end to another. So you can connect this. It's a bit dirty. You can connect this to a computer, to another computer, and then transfer data off one computer to another. I believe through file sharing or some sort like that. But that is what I got in the bag. Actually, really good. If I ever stumble across another one of these, it's great. I think it's a really fab idea what they've done. And I'm always after wires. So my favourite one out of the lot is definitely this one. Definitely going to get used. You can already tell. I mean, that is proper metal. That's heavy metal. That is like really high quality metal. And then I've got some really cool things. But yeah, I mean, let's see how long. This is definitely long enough to do like a gig, to do like stand with it. It's grey as well, which is quite interesting. But yeah, that's definitely good, and you can tell that it's got inside of it. It'll have the like the protective shield around it as well, which is really good for like reduces noise and stuff like that. So that's really cool. It's like it stops like static sound or something. But that would be really good to use, and you can tell right away if I bang it together. That is a really good high quality piece of kit. I wish there was another one of those because that'd be really handy. But I'm definitely going to hook my lights up to this. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick one today. But yeah, there was a couple of oddballs in this lot, I guess. With being said, that was an oddball. A 1/4 inch jack to that, which I'm thinking like, ooh, what's that going to be used for? What can I use it for? And I mean, I guess you can plug a microphone through it. So if you've got like a microphone with a 1/4 inch jack input, like the, what do you call them? The studio mics, the boomer mics, the condensed ones, or like even just the cheap mics. You can probably just hook one of those up and plug it in. But I don't think I have any use for this, but it's quite cool anyway. So yeah, this is going to be it for this video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers for watching. Thanks. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and stay tuned for more. Cheers. Bye bye.